Hi everyone, this is claytech. I'm broadcasting a pre-recorded episode. Today's episode is Talking Video Games with Ricky. I currently have Mr. Ricky by my side here. He's eager to talk about some video games. And what we have to talk about, we have The Sims 4 to talk about, Nintendo E3 leaks, and
Flappy Bird's coming back.
Flappy Bird is coming back. It is definitely making a comeback, which is exciting.
Google tries to buy Twitch.
Which Twitch TV is a broadcasting platform, correct?
Yeah, for video games.
Okay.
And Let's Players.
Yes. And that is feedback. We do not want that, guys.
This broadcast comes from outer space.
Space. All right. So we are also going to be doing this in the form of a radio show as well. We're going to have a few random breaks. And we have some awesome tunes for you guys, too, provided by Mr. Ricky over here.
Well, I didn't make them.
Well, no.
Off my favorites list on YouTube, and really a lot of them are kind of lame. But hey, I mean, it's video game-ish music.
Right. All right, so what do we want to talk about first, Ricky? What's the most exciting thing to you that you would want to talk about first?
Oh, the most exciting thing. Oh, well, we got some sexy things going on right now, but as for excitement, I don't know. I guess we can start out with something easy. Let's start out with the Flappy Birds coming back in August.
Yes. I still have Flappy Bird on my phone.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I love Flappy Bird.
Yeah, I think everybody was addicted when that game first came out. It was just redonkulous how fun and just crazy it was. I mean, it wasn't crazy as in, oh my god, look at these graphics, but it was just crazy how popular it was.
Yeah.
But anyhow, the creator of Flappy Bird, if I can pronounce his name right, Dong Nguyen. Nguyen?
Your guess is best as mine, buddy.
Yeah, he's Asian, surprisingly. He was in an interview with CNBC, and he was talking about his creation and how if they were asking whether or not he's ever going to be bringing it back. And apparently he's actually going to bring it back in August, but he wants two major changes to come about it. First, he wants to implement some kind of multiplayer function into the game.
That's cool.
Yeah, not sure how that's going to be. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like Ghosts, where you have to like race other people in Flappy Bird by their ghost, or if it's going to be literal multiplayer, where you jump with people live. And another thing he wants is, quote unquote, will be less addictive. So, I don't know how he plans on doing that. I don't know if that means he's going to make the game shittier on purpose, or if he's just going to add some kind of time limit mechanic in which every time you die, you have to wait so many minutes.
Maybe with the Candy Crush thing, where you have a certain amount of lives, and you have to wait, like, say, 5 hours for the lives to regenerate or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't play Candy Crush, so I wouldn't know exactly how that functions. But yeah, it could be like that.
Yeah, which honestly, I think that would piss people off, but I think a lot of people are going to be happy to have it back.
Yeah, just flat out.
Because there was devices selling on eBay for like $1,000 that had Flappy Bird installed.
Yeah, I don't think did anybody legitimately actually buy those?
I think some people did.
Oh god.
I think people are actually crazy enough and addicted to things enough to go that far. I mean, with cigarettes, I'd go pretty far to get a pack of cigarettes if I couldn't get some.
Well, that's chemical stuff right there. That's like a physical addiction. This is just mostly dopamine type shit right here. I mean, I think the reason why people wanted it on their iPhones or to even buy it was just for the novelty of it, really.
Yeah. And it is a fun game, I have to admit. I enjoy it, but it does piss me off after a while, so I have to kind of slow down my usage on it a little bit.
Yeah.
What is your high score?
My high score? God, it's been a while. I don't know. I definitely haven't broken the triple digits. I know that for a fact.
Oh, yeah. You're inhuman if you break the triple digits.
I don't know. I've seen some people online actually able to do that.
That's awesome.
I mean, they weren't like professional gamers. They were just normal people. But like, my high score is like 150. I'm like, you can't consider that normal? You're some kind of alien, dude.
I think mine's like 30. That noise.
Yeah.
26.
So I think you actually beat me.
You know what? I'm gonna look real quick because Abby was playing on my phone. Shout out to Abby, by the way.
Abby!
Y'all know who Abby is. If you don't, you should go follow her on Facebook.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I went there. Loading it up right now. 15.
I broke your record.
See, I think.
Well, then again, I have less of a life than you do, really. I mean, I just sit in my house eating Cheetos and watching porn, so...
And masturbate.
Yeah.
And get an orange dick.
I don't know if you guys ever heard this jingle on the radio, but it's hilarious. It goes, if you ever want to make your dangly parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
What?
Yeah, that's an actual jingle on the radio.
From what station?
I don't remember. Me and my dad cracked up when we heard it, though.
Oh, my God.
It was hilarious.
Oh, I'd be laughing my shit up hearing that now.
Yeah, man. I don't think we can ever reach that level of talent right there, buddy.
I can just imagine you and your dad cracking your shit up over that. I really can. Like, in the car.
Oh,
especially.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, your dad.
Me and my dad, whenever we drive together, shit just hits the fan.
Yeah, that could be a good thing, though.
It can be. I mean, I love my dad. Yeah, that reminds me of this scene. Like, in high school, it seemed like everybody around me had, like, really bad parents compared to mine.
Yeah.
Like, it reminds me of the scene from Death Clock, in which all the band... It was the episode where their parents are coming back, and they're all talking about their parents, and they're like, my parents are, like, super religious and never let me do anything. And then another dude's like, my dad was like an alcoholic and used to beat my wife. And then like one dude's like, my parents are dead. I live with my grandma. And the last dude was like, me and my dad used to go fishing. I fucking love my dad. And that was like me in high school, really. It was crazy like how everybody had these terrible parents. And I was just like, I don't know. Me and my dad like hang out and go to Dayton.
You know?
I think the only thing I hate about my dad is the fact that he's cooler than me. I'm dead serious. Like, if I ever have to call up my dad and tell him, hey, can you drop something off to me? He'll drive up, and he'll go to my friend's house where I'm at, and he'll drop off whatever, say, my cell phone. And then he'll talk to my friends for, like, not even a minute, like 30 seconds. He'll be like, hey, Jake, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And then he'd leave, and then everybody around me is like, dude, your dad's really fucking cool. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like opposite day. I'm like, I'm the lame one, and my dad's super cool. Like, every time we go to Dayton, my dad always has to brag about all his ex-girlfriends. Well, he doesn't brag about them, okay?
I fucked that bitch.
He doesn't brag about it.
Okay.
But we always wound up talking about sex, because I'm like, hey, can you give me some pro tips and whatever? And, like, it just kind of devolved to one of his famous sex stories. Like, it's hilarious. He's done the pizza boy routine.
Oh, hell no.
He's claimed to have fucked one of the mayor's secretaries.
Was it on the desk?
No, it was just a blowjob. And he's also said that he's fucked a girl on a skyscraper before, too.
Now, that's an achievement.
Yeah.
That's an achievement. I have to give it to him.
So, yeah, my dad, man, he is way cooler than I'll ever be. And, fuck it, this episode is dedicated to him.
But, hey, you say this, but I'm your friend. I'm not your... No, I guess I'm your dad's friend, too, but...
Yeah.
I'm more your friend.
Yeah.
So...
What?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you're my friend. I'm not friends with your dad, really.
Yeah.
So...
What, does that make him less cool, or...?
No, I'm just saying you're cool, too.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I done pooped in my pants. You can change my diaper later.
Okay. I ain't powdering your ass. You're powdering your own ass, boy.
Yeah, well. Speaking of sexy time...
Okay, I'm scared.
We got a few gaming sex-related stories.
Do tell, sir. Do tell.
Oh, jeez. Let's go... Well, let's do the Okay, so... Hold on, let me bring this up. Apple won't allow masturbation game on App Store.
They don't allow a lot of things on the App Store.
Apparently, this woman tried to upload a video game, one of those touch-based games, on how to female masturbate.
Okay.
Because, like, when it comes to us men, we can just...
Are these the pictures I'm looking at right now?
Yep, that's the pictures of the game.
Why is it a baby?
Well, the thing is, it's not supposed to be sexy as it is supposed to be informative.
Is that supposed to be a vagina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the vagina on the game looks like some kind of disformed baby fetus. It's kind of creepy.
Okay.
But it's all stylized and cute to see at the same time.
By the way, all these pictures are going to be on this post, just so you guys have references.
Oh, yeah, trust me. You're going to want to see some of these. But anyhow, I didn't really read up a lot on this.
But that's supposed to be the clit, isn't it?
Exactly. The head's the clit, and that little slit down the middle is supposed to be like the vagina.
The vulva. Okay.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like this informative game to teach women how to masturbate, because apparently it's really complicated for women, which I can believe. I mean, when it comes to us men, it's like just... and you're done.
Oh my god. Okay.
But with women, I mean, have you ever... Well, of course you haven't, but... Trust me, making women come is not a very easy task. Many men will tell you that. They're really icky. You know, it has to be the right temperature. You have to be going counterclockwise.
Not clockwise. Clockwise is a no-no.
No. You're not never clockwise. No.
Clockwise, just for all you kids. Clockwise, bad. Counterclockwise, orgasmic.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yes. Yeah. That's why the G-spot has been such a mythical thing. It's the one thing that can make a female squirt.
Oh, God.
And yet nobody can ever find it.
You know, we're going to have to rate this podcast explicit, I'm afraid.
Oh, come on.
We're gonna have
to.
Whatever.
I didn't want it to be explicit. I mean, really, from the articles I'm reading, they're kind of straightforward, not very, like, you know...
Well, it's showing...
offensive.
It's showing a baby head with a slit for a tummy. I mean... It could be worse.
Oh, God. I'm getting sick just watching this. Anyhow, it's kind of messed up how it's approached. I mean, I can understand where she's coming from. And I really I can respect the woman, all right? She really wants to look out for women. She wants to inform them how to properly masturbate. Because I actually do know I've dated women that don't know how to masturbate. Though, like, I don't know how to do it. I have to use a vibrator. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, it was pretty damn stylized. You can't really tell right off the bat. Like Clayton pointed out, he just realized that the head's supposed to be the clit.
I mean, my mind though.
Both our minds.
And
apparently the mind of Apple.
Yeah. Well, I can understand why they didn't want it on the App Store.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of terrible shit have you seen on the App Store before?
I've never seen anything like that. I can tell you that. I've seen, as far as I've seen, the worst I've seen is an app that you plug into a vibrator.
Dude.
Or it syncs with the vibrator. I think through Bluetooth.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah, and you put music on the app, and
it vibrates to the music.
Yeah,
that's
the music.
That's an old school thing. I'm pretty sure they had those for like CD players.
That's the worst I've seen on the App Store. So I can understand why Apple denied that particular app that we're talking about.
I've actually seen one of those in person.
Really?
Yeah, I had this. I'm not going to say who, but I had this friend who had this awfully trashy house, just garbage everywhere. And I picked up this white thing, and it had like a USB cord to it, or not a USB, but like a music cord to it. I'm like, what the fuck's this? And they're like, oh, that's my mom's vibrator. I'm like, what the fuck? And you're like, yeah, you hook it up to music, and it vibrates to the beat. I'm like, touched it. Yeah, I know.
That's nasty as hell.
I know. It was weird, but it wasn't that big either. So I don't know. Maybe it was just like a clit tool. Anyhow, let's move on. Let's take a break from sex for a minute. And
should we take a break in general just to let people's minds reset a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna have some jams for you guys just to get those horrible images that we might have put in your mind out of your mind a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be back, guys. Thanks for listening.
I came to dig, 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 dig. I'll build a city out so big, 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 big. Just wait a sec, gotta kill this pig, 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 pig. Cook me some bacon, take a swig, 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 swig. Yeah, yeah, there must be something I can craft to ease the burden of this task. Yeah, I shoot my arrows in the air sometimes, saying creepers killed, loot his remains, and now this gonna blow, 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 blow up everything you've ever known, 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 known. Expel you out of house and home, 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 home. Biome to biome you shall roam, 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 roam. Yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm a creeper, I will rob all of your items, that's my job, yeah. I shoot my arrows in the air sometimes, saying ayo, creepers KO. T-Bag is ghosting, now his sulfur's mine, saying ayo, MLG Pro. And then I'll head back home, where I'll smile with glee, now that I can make tons of TNT. 'Cause I rule my world, made in 3x3. I'ma blow stuff up with my TNT. I'm gonna blow it all up, every mountain, every valley. Ruler of the world, yup. All of the animals will fear me, 'cause TNT is awesome and TNT is just really cool. It's just really cool. I'm gonna shoot my arrows in the air, arrows in the air, shoot your arrows in the air. I shoot my arrows in the air sometimes, saying ayo, creepers KO. T-Bag is ghosting, now his sulfur's mine, saying ayo, MLG Pro. And then I'll head back home, where I'll smile with glee, now that I can make tons of TNT. 'Cause I rule my world, made in 3x3. I'ma blow stuff up with my TNT.
Alright, guys, and what was that song, Ricky?
That was TNT by Captain Sparkles.
Yes, Captain Sparkles.
Yes, that's his YouTube name. He's a Let's Player on YouTube, and he's a pretty interesting guy. He has tons of parodies of songs. I'm not sure, what's this a parody of exactly?
It's a Minecraft parody.
Yeah, but of what? It's a parody of a certain song. I can't read it.
Tyler Cruz Dynamite, I think.
Tyler Cruz Dynamite?
Tyler Cruz Dynamite, I think.
Okay.
If we're going to have notes for this show, we're going to have it all in the description of this podcast.
Yeah, but pretty much, if you just want to look it up, just go to YouTube, look up TNT by Captain Sparkles. You'll find it.
Yeah, or TNT Minecraft parody. I'm sure it'll pull it up.
Yeah. But he's even done a parody of Gangnam Style, When I Used to Rule the World, all of them in this Minecraft style. It's awesome and hilarious, and you should totally check them out.
Totally.
Totally.
So, totes.
Totally, man.
So,
Let's go stuff him, bro. Totally.
what are we off to next, Ricky? I'm excited about the Sims 4 thing.
Okay, let's check out the Sims 4.
I am so excited about it. Like, you guys have no idea.
Now, Clayton over here, whether you know it or not, he has literally downloaded nearly every single expansion pack to The Sims 3.
Yeah, I have bought about every single one except for the race car one.
I think there's a new one that also came out.
Yes, there is. I don't have the race car one, and there's one other one that I don't have, but I just thought those two were lame, so I didn't buy them.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, The Sims 4 is coming out to be a great-looking game, really.
yeah, it looks awesome.
It seems like when it came to The Sims 3, they really wanted to make the people look a bit more human, more realistic.
Yeah.
Because that's all what Generation 3 was about, was HD graphics must look realistic. But
I'll tell you what, it was prettier compared to Sims 2. Like, it was...
Yeah, it was definitely, but that was mostly the like the hardware. But now it seems like, even knowing they have better graphics for The Sims 4, they're going for a bit of a stylized approach when it comes to how they look, which I like a lot, really. I mean, you could still tell people from one another. I mean, it's not that cartoony.
Right.
But what really shines is two new things that I've seen about the game so far, and that's the emotion system and the facial. Well, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much the creation tools when it comes to creating your sim. Body wise, is completely crazy. The level of details you can add to your Sims.
Well, I'm looking right now at this little, I think it's a GIF.
Yeah, it's a GIF.
Yeah, and it's showing how you can resize different parts of the head and the face, and you can change up how the face looks and all this sort of stuff. It's really cool, and you can adjust, the body, the weight. You can adjust everything.
You could do that in the old Sims, but what makes this more distinct?
It's fine-tuning.
It's fine-tuning.
Yeah.
What makes it more distinct is that you can individually, take certain parts of the face and just click on them, and then scale them up and down in order to adjust.
There was the cheeks, there was the eyebrows, the upper lip.
Even the size of your nostrils you can adjust.
Yeah, it's taking fine-tuning to a whole new level.
I mean, I believe in The Sims 3, you could select certain body parts and then adjust the size of them, but you couldn't really, adjust just the size of the bottom lip, for example, opposed to the top lip. You couldn't exactly do that kind of level of detail.
The Sims 3, you can adjust the breast size.
Well, of course.
Of course.
Duh.
What is that? It? What else could you do in The Sims 3?
You're the expert.
I think that's all you could do
when it came to adjusting individual body size.
Yeah,
parts.
And you can adjust the weight of the Sim. That's standard.
So now you can just.
Oh my God! Yeah, there's a whole bunch of new features.
Yeah, you can adjust how big his arms are in comparison to his torso. It is absolutely madness on how creative you can get with your Sims.
I'm looking right now on the women. You can make her hips wider than her waist,
and adjust her size of her butt and her breast, of course.
Yep.
You can even change the way they walk too, which is surprises me.
And you're going to talk about the way their emotions work now.
Yeah, yes, their emotions,
which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, when it comes to their emotions,
Bandit, shh, come here. Go ahead.
When it comes to their emotions, you can actually adjust. Well, not adjust, I should say. For example, like in The Sims 3, you could have sex with your wife and then immediately afterward beat the shit out of her for no good reason.
Right.
I mean, if you're a terrible person.
Right.
But you could do it. In The Sims 4, they're not allowing that. What your abilities, like what your Sim can do, depends on their mood they're in. So you can only make a Sim have sex if they're horny. You can only make them fight if they're angry. And you can only make them be exercise if they're energetic. Well, I wouldn't say, it's not like you're completely limited to what you can do, but it
makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly. It makes more sense, and it opens up.
Human-like.
Yeah, exactly, and it opens up more abilities.
Right. It's overall it's more human-like, and there's a YouTube video that will attach to the podcast description and the info that it models pretty much a good chunk of what they're doing with The Sims 4, and
we'll give you two, one based on the creation tools and the other on the emotional aspect.
Yes, yeah, I'm super excited for it.
Yeah,
I don't know about you.
What really surprises me though is that even knowing this, I think they announced this game was coming out about 2 years ago.
A year and a half, maybe 2, yeah.
But in comparison to The Sims, I'm not The Sims 3. I'm not hearing a lot of news about this. Really,
Sims 4.
Yeah, The Sims 4. I mean, when The Sims 3 was announced, you got tons of news coming out about this and that and the town aspect. But when The Sims 4 came out, it just seemed kind of suspicious that you hardly hear about anything, really.
Well, they've obviously started development.
Oh yeah.
Is it anywhere near completion?
I'm not sure when the release date is exactly, but I guess they're getting there.
They're getting there, just from what I'm looking at.
From what I've seen, I think all they really need is just to fine-tune, make sure all the bugs are out, and then maybe add a few models here and there, some furniture, all that. But it looks like it's done for the most part. I'm guessing they're going to hold off the release date until a holiday season, maybe holiday 2014 or holiday 2015. Well, we might find out about a release date during E3 this year, which should be happening in June. I think June 11th is when E3 starts.
And what is E3 exactly?
The electronics. What is it? Electronics? Hold on. It's the whatever. It's the Electronic Technological Expo, and what it is the best way to describe it. It's a press show in which all the major video game companies show off their latest games that they're going to be releasing and give more info about games and news about them. It's just this big expo, this big event, and I don't even know how to just hold on.
Well, it's
Just pause for a second.
well, we can't pause, sir.
What?
We are broadcasting. We can't pause.
You can
Go-
edit.
No, this we can't edit.
Wait, you're doing this live?
Well, it's pre-recorded, but we can't change it once we record it.
You said we can edit.
We can if we have to, but I don't want to.
Come on.
But we're getting towards the end of the show anyway, though. We've got like a little over 3 minutes left. So I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to be coming back with another episode to finish up. But I think I'm going to let you guys just listen to another song and jam out until the next episode. So are you okay with that, Ricky?
That's fine.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, what song should they listen to, Ricky? I have this one loaded up right now. Would that be a good one for them to jam out to?
Yeah, it's another parody. It's pretty cool. I
Okay.
like it.
All right, guys. Here it is. And thank you guys for listening to the first part.
Here's a touching story. Once upon a time you died, and I lived happily ever after. The end.
Thanks for standing still. G'day. You twitchy hooligan. Thanks for standing still. Spot on. You rocket hopping simpleton. Thanks for standing still. Sorry there, nurse. Thanks for standing still. Gah.
I'm actually getting worse.
Good day to you. Spy round here. Peekaboo.
I never really was on your side.
On your side either.
Oh dear, I've made quite a mess.
How many times have you died? I'm actually getting impressed.
You disgust me, kitty jar man. You live in a mess. Oh, you suck.
Skill always beats luck.
Well played, mate. I did all I could.
How's that bullet feel? Feel good?
Oh, please, just stand dead. Stupid bloody spy. Piss off, big head. Stand back. Stand around this. Piece of piece. Thanks for standing still. G'day. You twitchy hooligan. Thanks for standing still. Spot on. You bomb-lobbing simpleton. Thanks for standing still. Sorry there, nurse. Thanks for standing still. Gah.
I'm actually getting worse.
Thanks for standing still. G'day. You twitchy hooligan. Thanks for standing still. Spot on. You lard-armed simpleton. Thanks for standing still.
I could do this all day.
Thanks for standing still. Wicked. Bombs away. I told you sniping was a good job.